Hello, beautiful Leo. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we're going to look into this timeline of transition from this year to the next. We're going to check to see what's coming your way. And we're going to start out with the coffee cup. And I also have a special tarot spread ready. And I realized that most people are watching the tarot coffee cup and they're not really watching the tarot, but sometimes we get answers to certain things showing up in the coffee cup with tarot. So if you are wondering what they are, you can go ahead and watch that part as well. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe. That's the best and the free way to support the channel. And if you like a private reading, go ahead, check the email in the description box. Send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, okay? Let's see what's happening in there. I see there's actually tears of joy coming forward. This is the next year timeline. It's showing up. You have a strong boundary around your home, which can indicate a protection layer. Another thing I see inside is we have, let's get more light into space. You can see there's an evil eye right there. So some of you basically having an upgrade, and this is happening very soon as the timeline goes. And this upgrade can really attract a lot of attention towards you. I see here there's a creature kind of reminds me of like a whale, but initially it looked like to me a shark. So it can be both, but it has a positive energy. So I'm going to interpret this as a whale coming forward. So maybe you are working with a whale. Okay, but the tail kind of looks like a shark's tail here. So it can be a person who's embodying both energies. Whale can be someone loving, supportive, angel investor, investing in your business. But the shark can be like a person I don't know if you ever watched the show called Shark Tank. Those actually mostly, not all the time, some of them offer so little but ask for so much more than what they're giving. So it can be someone looking like a whale, maybe like an angel investor, but asking for a lot in return. Okay, so maybe there are two characters here also. We can interpret like that. You see the tail of one, you see the head of the whale. So the head of the whale can be being clear with you, open with you, how the things are going to go out. This can apply to relationships too. It can apply to business if you're looking for a new job. This can even be a friend showing up, and maybe one of them is really supportive of you in the life journey, and the other one is coming to take. And they're very clear though. Nobody's hiding anything from you. And the shark even brings some evil eye to your accomplishment, your good family. They might have a little bit jealousy. The evil eye can indicate this negative surge of energy coming your way. I feel like you're going to be protective of it. It's not really coming out of the circle that it's in. But it can cause a little bit a drop in the energy, okay? I see there are 3 tears of joy showing up here. This can be towards the end of this year. You hear 3 different good news. And also here, I see there's a bear and a hippo having a conversation. Both of them are really powerful animals. And the bear kind of looks like a polar bear, and the hippo, they have water connection. You might be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But also the bear, they have earth connection as well. So I'm going to give some signs. The earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The water is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be this person's sun sign. It can be if this is a business that you're going into, it can be their Mars sign. If this is about love, these 2 maybe prospects are coming in. It can be their Venus, that they have emotional maturity. They know what they want. And this can also be you, maybe have this kind of the hippo's attitude as a strong and a grounded animal. Maybe you have this, when you have this attitude, you're going to attract someone really matches the energy into your life. It is about matching the energy, I feel here. Another thing I see, there is the long neck of a dinosaur. This reminds me of one of the herbivores, actually. So can be someone with a gentle nature coming into your life. This is actually separate than this relationship. The relationship, partnership, friendship, romance, it can be something like that. But this is different because this dinosaur is carrying a big clan on its back. but you don't see what they're carrying on their back. Okay, this can be a person who's maybe trying to tie a deal with you. Maybe you have an apartment that you want to rent out. It can be a person that has a full family here, because I see there's like an older lady. The older lady has like a little child, a boy on her shoulder. It can be okay, and then the dinosaur has like a woman on her on his back. It can be like you are maybe only engaging with the family man, but behind it there's a big family. So this can be your family actually growing too. Okay, and the lady carrying the baby, like a boy on their shoulder, the boy is wearing like a old school cloak. These people might be religious, or they have some sort of spiritual connection, divine connection with good intentions, and they're carrying a dragon with them, and there's an arrow. Arrow energy is a Sagittarius energy. Also, another thing with the arrow is a progress energy. This can be maybe you are purchasing something from them, selling something to them, or renting out. It can be renting from them, but the thing is they have a progressive energy. They have an expansion energy, and they might have a lot of fire, which can be their investment. They might be passionate about what they do. They might have a growing business. And if you are like giving them something in return of money, it seems like they're going to be really successful at it. They're going to be keeping up with what you're desiring from them. And if that's the other way around, maybe you want to work in an environment that is really balanced as a family, a growing maybe structure. Seems like they have a fair understanding of what's fair, okay, which is very important, because sometimes you step into an environment and work with certain type of people. They don't know what fair is, and they want you to work in a certain timeline, and they do not really compensate it. I don't feel like that's the energy here. If you are in that kind of a space, or if you temporarily, for maybe a trial, you step into that kind of space, know that you're not in the right space, okay? The right space has balance in it, the dragon, passion in it. Like, so people are committed to what they're doing. They're having fun with it. It's a joyful environment, okay? Another thing I see here, there are waves coming forward when the beginning of the next year, which we're going to also look at what to expect, the main theme of the next year, the advice coming in, and what this transition time will bring with the tarot as well. And it seems like there's a wave coming in. You might have like a fast event happening, which can bring other people into your life, or this can be already the people that you know you don't connect to. You might have to, maybe even not have to. It is like an organically coming together as a party, family gathering to celebrate. This is maybe after the New Year's, maybe for someone's birthday. After the New Year's, the first birthday we have is a Capricorn. Maybe for a Capricorn coming together. Right after that, we have Aquarius, and then the Pisces. So it can be either one of those. Or it can also be Capricorn indicates like discipline, success, and dedication to success, basically. So it can be like gathering of like-minded people, maybe discussing something about money, because they're sending a chunk of money here, or how to build a business. I see the dinosaur appears right there. Maybe this dinosaur is someone that you're observing with working with the family, and maybe you are actually like inviting them over to your own space to maybe build with that. Another thing I see kind of looks like a carriage. This is separate from that, like a frog is carrying a carriage, pulling a carriage, where they're supposed to be horses. There's a frog pulling it. It's not really, frogs are not really designed to pull anything. However, they have the energy of fast growth, and because they grow with the tadpoles, they multiply really fast. So this frog can be someone who has a lot of resources, maybe mental resources, physical resources. However, their resources are not really put to right use. I think it's just like Einstein has a quote like that: when you judge a fish by his ability to climb a tree, you wouldn't get like the answer that you're looking for. Basically, like there's the quotes ends a different way, but I don't remember it right now. However, I feel like that's the case here. Maybe this can be you as well. Maybe you are extremely creative, because I see number 3 here. However, maybe you're being put to something that's not really exploring your skills here, or like helping you give all that service, all that genius that you have. it's not really helping. And I feel like maybe the next year also going to give you an opportunity to see that and recognize that. And I feel like when you recognize that, also there's someone curious coming here into your space. You can see their eyes and mouth, ear. They're coming in like the wind, like a cloud, and can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy coming into your space, and they're exploring what else you can do or what you're doing. Okay, so it seems like here, the thing is though, you're going to take your attention while you are doing something maybe that's not compatible with you. It can be the case as well. It doesn't have to be, oh, if you're in a space that is not really serving you, just leave it right away energy. It can be maybe, even though it's not feeling like you are doing the right thing, but you're going to be in the right place in the right time, okay? And I see this person has a bunch of people with them. Can be a bunch of good connections that they can connect you with the right people. Or maybe they already have resources or like a work for you. It's ready that you can actually do amazing job. And I see here a lot of like circles. You see, maybe this is someone, there's number 8 here too, dealing with a lot of like a commitments and rings, maybe a jewelry. And it seems like here you're going to be like having a conversation, maybe negotiation with this person to be invited into a space that you will be fully doing what your skill set actually allows you to do, or like you're going to be thriving in that space. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see the sun is shining here. This kind of reminds me of like Disney. I think Disney has that. Like there's a sun shining back in the background. There's a castle there. And there's a new horizon showing up. Your desire is coming forward really fast, and it's even coming with a tears of joy. Can be like something really good happening first, and then your desire might be getting fulfilled as well. Maybe you're on the line for something. Maybe you want to buy a certain car, but it's not really available to you. It's just an example popped in my head. It doesn't have to be that way. Maybe you want to change your apartment, but there's some places not really available at this moment. It seems like it's going to become available to you. First, you're going to hear that, oh, it's available now. That's the tears of joy. And then you're going to go ahead and grab that thing, okay? Like I said, there's a new horizon here. And we have kind of like an anglerfish in there. Anglerfish is like a deep sea fish, which looks terrifying. However, it's a slow one. It's not really like a fast shark type creature. It's like a slow one. So, and last year actually one of the baby anglerfish surfaced and it just passed. However, it was really like a big thing that people talked about. What's happening on the bottom of the ocean. So these dark, deep ocean creatures are coming back to the surface. This is something that is hidden here. So it can be there's something really hidden that you're not really knowing at this moment coming to the surface and coming under the sunshine, the horizon for you. So you become aware of something maybe hidden from you. This thing can be I'm feeling like maybe something really hidden because it looks hideous, or it is something that is not really pleasurable to the eye. It can be a furniture. It can be, I'm like thinking maybe a material thing that is in the family for too long, but maybe it's something that requires a little bit like reshaping. Can also be a secret that you need to know. However, the thing is though, it was actually, I remember that anglerfish, I don't know if it was last year or the year before that. It was actually, even though it was a strange occurrence and a strange fish, the people accepted it with love. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a situation that will be accepted with love. And I see a hook here. It can maybe even ground you to somewhere, maybe connect you with some energies that are really useful for you at the end of the day, okay? We're going to look into now the tarot. We have some messages from this year first, and then we're going to jump into next year. We're going to look into this year's major lesson now. Let's see what that is for you. Okay. We have the Hermit here. The major lesson is the major lesson. Basically, Hermit energy. Okay, we have here, there's we see the old hand, old white hand, wise hands here. There's a crop circle right there. And there is also like Egyptian, I think this is Ra with the sunshine over it. So I feel overall the major lesson is actually knowing when to get back into your shell and listen to your highest guidance and reassess the things and then making your moves rather than looking at the circumstances and deciding on the spot. Hermit is giving yourself the time, using your inner wisdom and the experiences. The sun is shining right there. Sun is illuminating your path. So like the optimism is the sun. It represents that. However, not only that, the sun god, the Ra, indicates all-knowing. Deep down in there, you know how to handle a situation. It seems like that's the major lesson that you learn to, instead of looking out for others for answer, going back into yourself and using your resources available to you, okay? Biggest achievement is Nine of Pentacles, which is the harvest. And Nine of Pentacles symbolizes, in the original tarot, we see a lady. She's actually in her beautiful cloak in this rich winery and enjoying what she has created. She has an eagle or a falcon, eyes are closed. That means also power. It's just a powerful predator, prey, a bird of prey in her hand and actually obedient to her. This, I see here all the planets we can see and the circles, kind of like the traditional circles here. We have the squirrel eating the crops, his actually the nuts that he has spared and saved all along. And even though maybe you learn to, the time is going to come, the fall, autumn is going to come, you learn how to be prepared and be abundant and using those abundant resources available to you during these times. That's the biggest achievement. Some of you maybe saved a lot of good money or had this material investments. It seems like you're going to utilize them in the next year as well. What you let go of is Six of Cups here. Six of Cups, one of them is like this, even though this looks like a beautiful, like a traditional, like archaeological vase, we have right there the elephants on there, which indicates abundance. However, Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, the past. You clinging to the past and expecting the past to change the future. Now it seems like you, like sorrow, it says here, sadness, feeling like attached to what's not available to you anymore. Seems like that's what you realize. It's not really going to align with the future that you want to create, and you started to let go, or maybe you already let go of the past idea that it has to be like the good old days, okay? Because yes, we think that past was good, the good old days was good. Maybe culturally it was, but when you look at the technologically, life is easier now, okay? When it's raining outside, you can put your clothes in your dryer and dry them. Like people did not have that. And we always have food in our fridges. Back in the day, there was no such thing as fridge, and whatever you have available, you had to consume it or store it in a certain way. So it doesn't get spoiled, so it was harder. But I feel like you now recognize that there is a better situation now you're in. And what to expect here? Devil's play we have. This is like these devils are laughing here. So you might actually have a lot of pleasure with upcoming years and pleasurable events that you get invited to. But the downside of that is this can be an environment that you will actually feel too much of pleasure, maybe miss the work, or not really pay attention to the serious things, okay? You might really get distracted by too much pleasure. So be aware of that. That can be like maybe too many activities, weddings and parties and travel. It can be something like that. You would love to see it. However, it can also be, something distracting you, okay? Let's see the biggest challenge. Nine of Wands, protecting what you have created, having a spine, integrity, saying no to what you don't want to in your life. And I see here, there's a hand actually taking a staff from another here. So take what's given to you. Another thing, we don't usually see that in the Nine of Wands energy, but it seems like you might even get hand over a tool that will be giving you power and maybe you are downplaying your power. You don't want to take responsibility, but it seems like here that's going to be the challenge. Take over that, and with that tool, defend your territory, which you have created already. Okay, let's see the theme of this upcoming year. What's the theme? The fear, Seven of Cups. It says fear here. However, Seven of Cups not really limited to fear. It can has it doesn't really represents fear. I feel like here Seven of Cups represents confusion, having too many options. So that can actually get to the theme of the year as you are going to have maybe many things to deal with, or too many options on some cases that you really need to be strongly making your decisions and choosing the things that are most beneficial to you. Or if you have a lot of things line up and maybe a lot of things that you want, you desire, you want to manifest, Seven of Cups energy might be telling you to choose the one that is the highest priority before spreading yourself so thinly into the many subjects. Okay, let's see what the advice here. Three of Crystals, creativity. Three of Pentacles energy. This is actually Three of Crystals is it's a Three of Swords energy right there. I want to pull one more because it says creativity here. Three of Swords represents maybe even the advice heartbreak. But when we take it as an advice, it means that along the way, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be sunshine and rain. We see in the original tarot, there's a rain happening in the background. But those clouds are going to part. So be in the knowing that those clouds are going to part. It's not going to last forever. The rain is not going to be lasting forever. Use your creativity. Use your mind. And then you can pass through the rain and see the sunshine faster. And finally, we have Six of Crystals here. Yes, this is also Six of Swords. This is transition time from this year to the next. You are really moving on to an upgraded version of yourself. Maybe you are going through like a stressful timeline now. And the next the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the cup, these cards, these are clarifiers. So you're maybe moving towards upset to or stress to a calmer shore, a better environment. So embrace it, okay? Go with the flow. Let's see the Hermit now. What's this major lesson of this year? I told you that, okay, not only I feel like this is actually using your intuitive guidance and deeper knowing in order to make your decisions. That's the major lesson. You're also expressing that. Maybe even baby steps of teaching that, showing that people that inner intuition, inner higher guidance is actually within everyone and serving every one of us. Biggest achievement, Nine of Pentacles. We have the Devil. Now the Devil makes sense because it seems like you might have a lot of temptations, and the biggest achievement is in the Garden of Eden, basically in the pleasure. When you have a lot of pleasure available to you, not only, okay, utilizing them in the best way possible rather than just like indulging in them and losing yourself in them, going with the devil's play, basically, you also learn how to manage that kind of like maybe your time. If you have like distractions, you learn how to, maybe pleasure is too much. Pleasure can be even binge watching a Netflix show. Okay, now this biggest achievement is learning how to manage that and put it in like a very good timeline for yourself. Okay, Six of Cups, would you let go of those nostalgia? When you let go of the attachment to the past, it seems like there's actually a wish fulfillment, a star, heart's desire coming forward here. Okay, and what to expect? We looked at the four with the Devil's Play. So what to expect? Too much pleasure. Some of you might be manifesting new love now, and I feel like here maybe this is such a love that is really pleasurable to you. You will be really losing yourself in it. So Devil energy is kind of like an obsession energy, and this is coming up as maybe someone being obsessed with you. I felt the Capricorn energy in there, the Capricorn coming to your when you're enjoying yourself, having fun, they're coming again. So we can take this Capricorn as someone who's really getting obsessed with you in maybe in the best way possible when it comes to love, okay? Because Ace of Cups is a positive energy, and maybe you're going to meet with this person this year, and then next year they're going to be in your life, and they're going to maybe try to make you really happy too. The biggest challenge is drawing the right boundaries, because you're going to become an authority. Some of you, Hierophant is like a spiritual authority, maybe official authority. Some of you might really have a lot of responsibilities and authority. And it seems like Nine of Wands is learning how to say no to those one pushing your boundaries. It can be when you become the authority, you don't have to make everyone happy. It's about running the system. And I feel like it can be even like purchasing a home and managing that home, paying the bills and getting things fixed. And like if someone actually, like a neighbor crosses you, actually taking the right action without fighting or anything, like doing whatever is necessary, like a mature person does. That's the Nine of Wands. That's the Hierophant authority, is the biggest challenge here. Seven of Cups, the theme of the year. It seems like there's an idea coming in. So the thing is, you're going to have many ideas, and I feel like you're going to pick the one that is the most sound to you, most serving to you, and you're going to pursue that one, which is actually you're going to be expressing yourself better when you choose the one that is most sound, most logical. Advice, I told you that there's a heartbreak healing. Six of Cups again showing up. This is something you let go, and it's coming as an advice as well. For some of you, if this is a relationship, some people might from the past and come from the woodwork. I think that's a term. And or some people that hurt you might want to become friends with you again. That can be annoying as well. It seems like here it's about saying no to that, and maybe someone that broke your heart, you forgive them, it's going to show up again. Forgiveness doesn't mean come and step all over me again. Forgiveness means that you forgiving yourself because you allowed that to happen. So I feel like some people from the past might show up. The advice is move on, okay? And because if you allow them, they can create another heartbreak here. And the clouds, another thing I said, there's a clouds maybe you're seeing right now, they're gonna go away. And but if you keep dwelling on allowing the past issues to come back to surface, you will actually keep the darker clouds around you. And 8 is we have a transition from this year to the next, which is the Six of Crystals. Move on to a next adventure. Do not dwell on the past energies, the past people. Okay, go forth to a new adventure. There's a new passionate idea coming to you, a passionate new adventure coming into your life. Move on to that one. Don't dwell on what would have happened with someone. If you're thinking about another person, okay? Like if you have left a workplace that you thought, oh, that would be amazing for me, but I left or I didn't get hired. If you're dwelling on that, if it was meant for you, it will simply find you. If it didn't come to you, it means that there's something better out there, okay? But if you get attached to the idea that that was something that you missed out, then you wouldn't see the best opportunities available to you. And I feel like amazing new beginnings all over you, okay? Coming forward. Stars, wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. A lot of passion, love, new ideas coming forth. Let's see 3 important things you need to know in this timeline. Okay. We have purity and enlightenment. Purity is you basically clearing everything that has been coming from the past, or maybe even these are about agreements. I want to say agreements, soul agreements you made with people that you feel attached to them. You are disconnecting from that. This tails actually looks like fire coming from the sky here. So there's an enlightenment happening. You'll understand maybe even when you purify the past energies, your energy field. And this is about like forgiveness, letting go, and releasing yourself of the past burdens or the burdens of others. Maybe you're feeling responsible for others. That will bring the enlightenment into your life. You're going to understand why certain things happen in a certain way, and it will give you a closure in some cases. Stillness comes forth. This is actually an advice, I feel like, because stillness can indicate meditation practice, prayer practice, and I have all of the kinds that gives me peace. So You don't have to embody one thing or another thing. You can do all at once, okay? All like lighting up a candle, praying in the middle of the night, waking up, and also in the morning, waking up, meditating. It can be any of those, okay? So that stillness is going to give you clarity, the answers that you're looking for. Let's pull your activation card, what's getting activated in your life, and then we're going to pull a final message. Let's see what that is. This is activation, transition again here, okay? The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So some of you, and maybe even most of you, are actually going through a transition time, and the more you resist to it, I feel like that's the energy here. Three of Crystals, a heartbreak. The more you resist to it, it is going to take longer, but I feel like this transition message is telling you it's getting activated in your life and you're not going to have resistance. Like if the world is crumbling down in front of you and you're feeling calm and saying that, okay, this too shall pass, there's something better is coming forth, know that this is actually the feeling of that transition, surety that is going towards a direction that serves you better, okay? Let's see your final message. We have dignity. Hold your head up high and know the unicorns are supporting you. You can take the unicorn as like high energies and a higher self supporting you, which can also be like your also angel spirits and guides guiding you. The unicorns confer dignity on those who have a vision to help others. Tell them of your dreams and they will give you qualities of strength, calm, and leadership so that others will follow your example. There's an affirmation here for you. I'm calm, strong, and dignified, for my unicorns is with me. Another thing I would like to mention today, I was talking to my daughter and I told her we have the law of free will on the planet Earth. That's why our angels can only intervene in super dangerous moments, and if it's like the moment that they are allowed. Other than that, they can only help us when we willingly tell them, please come and help me, okay? If you don't do that, they cannot intervene. So that's why I told her, if you have a desire, speak it to your angels, tell them, come and help me with this, thank you, and you will receive the help. And I feel like here, this unicorn actually can be your angel spirits and guides supporting you, and they're all different. However, the angels with you. So ask for help and they will be there, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.